Hi, I'm Shelly.
Hi, Shelley. Welcome in. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what brings you up tonight?
Just a general question. I am, I guess, a life, just general life. I've been watching you for a while, like probably about a year or two.
Oh,
um, Me and my friend have this thing where I date a lot. I do have other things that I do if that makes sense, but I don't. Nobody's sticking around.
so guys are coming in and do they just want just intimacy from you? Okay, so I think they're picking up on your self-esteem and your energy.
Okay, but I think I have good self esteem. I'm home now, so that's why I look like this.
Yeah,
But
but I didn't say your look. I
yeah,
said energy, self-esteem. I didn't say nothing about your hair. I didn't say nothing about your body.
okay,
I said energy and self-esteem. Those are the
okay.
things we have to work on so
Mhm.
people can come correct.
Okay, okay. And so how do I put that off?
You work on your confidence. And ways
Mhm.
we can work on our confidence is working on our body and working on our mindset.
Okay,
Those are
okay.
the two things I want you to work on.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. This is a travesty. This woman come up here looking for level up advice with this bonnet on. The presentation is on zero. She gonna say, I don't really look like this. I just got off work. I just fed the kids. If you go check my IG out, we don't want to see them damn filters and angles. We know what we see.
Shout out to Ash, man. Ash said they probably sensing, what I'm saying, your lack of self confidence, your insecurity. And Bonquisha instantly went to her physical appearance. That is the insecurity. That's where her insecurity lies. Ash called it out. Bonquisha pinpointed it. And Ash said, whoa, I didn't say nothing about your appearance. See what I'm saying? She said, I just said your confidence and your self-esteem. I didn't say nothing about your physical appearance, but you did. Shout out to Hyena Ash for that mouth exorcism. I loves it. Yeah, Ash. Ash serve her purpose, man.
And ways we can work on our confidence is working on our body and working on our mindset.
Okay,
Those are
okay,
the two things I want you to work on.
okay. That's
Go
what I
ahead.
struggle with. That's why I'm like, how do my mindset? I think like in my mind, how I think is I wouldn't say better, but I do keep my head up there, if that makes sense. Um, and I think I put off that I don't know how to explain it. Like in my mind that I'm higher. Like I'm not high and mighty, but I think I put that off, and I don't know if that's playing a factor as well.
Um, no, but the thing is, if you feel like if you're confident, because what I'm hearing you say is, Ash, I am confident.
Mhm.
I really do think highly of myself,
Mhm.
right? And
Mhm.
I think too, when we do, it kind of just rolls off our tongue.
Yeah.
Like we're like, this is who I am, Ash. Like,
Yeah.
girl, bonded or not, like I am that girl. You would have came with that energy if
Yeah.
it was true to who you are. Does that make sense?
Yes, I get it. I didn't want to come with that energy because I know I know if I come with that energy, I know it can come off like a lot of people don't like me. A lot of women don't like me.
No,
So,
a lot of women who are not confident don't like it. I'm confident, so I love to hear it. I want a
okay.
girl to come up here and be like, I am that girl. I
Yeah.
praise that. I clap for that.
Mhm.
So the girls who don't like it, they have self-esteem issues.
Well, listen, there's a thin line between confidence and delusion. Like you can't come up here being looking unkept and being acting like you the ish. That's delusion.
She calling it out. Dudes only come to her apartment between the hours of 12:30 and 3:45 a.m. to hunch because of her presentation. She got some nerve to say she feels like she presents like she's hoity and high and mighty than everybody else. This is when delusion gets into the realm of insanity. This is why we jokingly talk about lobotomies. Asterisk. Like seriously, because how deep do y'all think these delusional rabbit holes can go? However deep you think they are, you still wrong. Stand by. We're gonna be reporting it.
That part, man.
For that.
Mhm.
So the girls who don't like it, they have self-esteem issues.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's how I want you to think about it.
Okay. Because I do normally when I go out, like normally am that I just want. That's why I'm like I don't understand. I
Mm-hmm.
have gained a little weight. I am working on it, but
Mm-hmm.
other than like I have everything. If that makes sense, I have the body. Mine is like a little stomach because I do have 3 kids, which I'm working on. But I'm just trying to figure out what am I putting off.
Yeah, but where are you also hanging out? It can also be that. Where are you hanging out? What environments are you in?
I I'm not in an environment that I should be in because I grew up in a very affluent neighborhood, but I kind of do end up in the
The trap, the hood.
yeah, it's so to speak. Yes.
So that's wherever you put yourself, that's what you're gonna attract.
Okay.
Those are the type of guys you're gonna pull in.
Why do y'all got to explain this to them? They are in the local hood trap bars, and they think one day Idris Elba gonna walk in here in his suit like he was on The Wire. No, only Nug Nug with his black hoodies, crusty Air Forces, crusty draws, everything crusty.
Crusty moldy socks. Don't get me started, man. And this, you asked a good question. Now, I said the last thing about the last sister. Why do they have to come up here and say these wild things to these strangers, Kendra and Ashley, and can't figure this out on their own? Again, that's the power of the hyena clan, Mr. X. If you don't say it, they are either unaware or have no problem pretending like they're unaware. That's why it pays dividends to call us out as we do every other day, week in and week out. We got to say something. Otherwise, they like ostriches. They put their head in the sand and act like it just ain't happening.
Oh wow. It's just that the affluent area I grew up in is mainly white, and I do want that. A black man, of course.
Absolutely, but there's not black men within the neighborhood. I'm sure there's black, white,
Yeah, I
black,
mean there
Latino.
are. I don't find them attractive though. That's what gets me too.
Huh. Yeah! Boom shakalaka! Whenever we are wrong, somebody gonna have to let us know, but I doubt it. There are men in her inbox. There are men at her job. She said, "It's guys that like me. I just don't like them." Even her. Look at her. Even she said, so we know who these ninjas are, but y'all need to start dating the men that want to date y'all.
Thank you. Y'all quick to jump on me when I'm all optimistic, but it stands true. It's dang near every woman, y'all sisters, especially y'all single hyena sisters. Y'all should be so proud of me and Mr. X. We acknowledge that dang near all y'all can have a man. Even her, even rerun up here can have a man. She said it, but y'all shun that man. This is lack of self-awareness. That's y'all man y'all shunning. The good Lord is sending y'all this man, putting him right in y'all face, and y'all like, do something else, Lord. You did it wrong.
And I spoke about this before. The little man in the boat, even God himself has no power nor leverage when it comes to the little man in the boat. So God will put a man in their face logically, and the little man in the boat said, "I don't answer to God. I don't."
What is that? Never thought about this. Shout out to our lovely sisters. Y'all the only creature on earth that has a body part that is dedicated solely to pleasure.
So the hood guys, you find out you like a little rough around the edge.
A little bit, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if that's what you like, let's say that's what you like. That is your type. That's
Mhm.
what you're comfortable with, right?
Is there possibly somebody I can find in the environment, in the right environment, that has that aesthetic? Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying, but then you have to be a hybrid. You can't just be that. You have to be that, and then you have to be able to turn it off.
Okay, okay.
We can't just be all the way that. When I think of that, I think of somebody like 50 Cent. I think of somebody like Ghost from Power.
I
But
get
you
what
can't just be, oh, I'm just straight hood. I'm just straight trap. You got to know how to switch it up.
yeah, and that's true. That's true.
Right.
That's true. Well, thank you very much. I am going to do better. I'm going to try to exude it a little bit more. I think I overdo it to try to compensate because I know I grew up in a white neighborhood. So I try to overcompensate so that I'm not used and I still end up getting used, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. If you're
Stop it. I'm sick of the cap. They always overdo it. They love too much. I'm overdoing it. Why don't y'all overdo it in the gym? Why don't you love the gym too much? Why don't y'all overdo it when you're eating carrots, all right, and broccoli or something, man?
There you go. Shout out to the veggies. Do you know that it takes more calories to chew celery than you take in? So you actually can lose weight while eating. It's amazing. Y'all should try it, sisters. Yes. Get too involved in the gym. It is your lifeline. We giving y'all the answers. Some backwoods, D-student country boys. Get addicted to the gym, step away from the table. Deal with the discomfort of discipline before you are forced to deal with the pain of regret.
Again, if you're in those environments, especially low vibrational environments, people want to pull on you, pull on your energy, pull on what you have. They're looking to use. They're also saying therapy.
I go to therapy. I'm in therapy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in therapy actually. That's why I'm like that. That's what gave me the confidence to come here to ask you.
Absolutely, yeah. I just want you to work on. I still want you to work. I know you're.
Just stop. Hang up on her, Ashley. A lot of these people, they call up here, they ask for help, and Ashley really don't like helping people, but when she do, they got the answers. Go to the gym. I got a gym membership. You need therapy. I'm already in therapy. You got all the damn answers. Why ain't it working out?
There you go. Gotta be more specific. Like when you're dealing with kids, go to the gym and work out till you can taste your own plasma. Go to therapy until it works. You got to give extra because they like you said, they got that. They already doing it. I'm already in the gym. Eat healthy. I go to the grocery store. I buy food.
Telling me that, but what I feel in my spirit is still to work on your confidence and work on yourself. Okay. That's what I know for sure. Yes. All right?
Yes.
All right, Didi. Thank you. Good night. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, she is sweet. Rihanna is pregnant? What? With baby number 3, child. They happy. That's a happy home right there. That is.
She just be up here gossiping. So here we go. This woman, you come up on the internet with a bonnet and a tank top. Come on now. Presentation is key. It don't matter what you look like on Instagram or none of that. This is what they're going to remember.
It's not acceptable, ladies. We acknowledge you've been sold a terrible bill of goods. You sisters was sold this terrible bill of goods of toxic body positivity. Y'all have been told not to have any shame. Y'all can do what y'all want, to each his own, yada, yada. And here we are. This is the malefactors that have evolved from this toxic, detrimental culture. These sisters think they could come up here funky, just rolling out of bed, still got eye boogers, and they like, give me a man making 80K. I deal with him. Madness.
In the meantime, we're going to send her to Leon.
Oh, blessings.
This right here will get me some pussy tonight. But I don't want it. Not for this. Not with this. Fuck that. I don't want no to with this. This right here is paper. You want to? That's my rent. Hold on.
Yeah, Ninja. Yeah, I was about to say, tear it into little pieces. Yeah, set it on fire.
This right here.
Do it.
This right here.
Do it.
This right here